Lamont Taylor, I am the fourth child of five, all right? I was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I was in Mississippi when Mega was killed.
I've had a number of threatening calls, people calling me saying that they were going to kill me, saying that they were going to blow my home up.
I was in Mississippi when Shirley Cheney and Journal was killed. I was in Mississippi during the Freedom Riders, all right? I spent every summer in Mississippi until I was 15 years of age. Then I spent those 2 summers were in Chicago, in Detroit, in Cleveland, and we went to Niagara Falls. And so I got a chance to travel. I've been traveling since the early age of 4. We're going back and forth to Mississippi, or we're going out of town to other parts of the state. So I got a chance to see more than just Hillcrest. I got a chance to see a lot of the United States, and I got to experience what they call segregation.
The heart of the question is whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights and equal opportunities, whether we are going to treat our fellow Americans as we want to be treated.
Where it was coloreds only, you know, we couldn't use the restrooms at various places. I got to experience that as a child and as a teenager, because I graduated from Roy Miller High School in 1971, Go Bucks. And went from there, I went to Houston-Tillotson College in Austin, Texas, and from there I went to grad school at Trinity University, where I became, an urban guerrilla. Studying of urban studies, studying about cities, planning, urban planning is my background. So, and transportation planning in particular. That's what I did for 39 years here in the city of Corpus Christi. And in that 39 years, I stayed in Hillcrest. That's where we were. We grew up out there. It was a community. If we weren't in the projects, you were in Hillcrest. And that's where we were, quote unquote, allowed to live, if you will, back during segregation in Corpus Christi. Believe it or not, as a body of Christ, there was and is segregation. Now it's this disparate treatment. It's not as overt as it used to be, but it's still the cloak of discrimination is still alive and well in America. And also now we're looking at it, environmental injustice in the neighborhood of Hillcrest. When we were fighting the city of Corpus Christi, who wanted to put a waste sewage plant in our neighborhood. They wanted to put the Broadway waste sewage treatment plant back over into Hillcrest. That's what they wanted to do back in, this is 10 years before, 2006. Okay, they tried to put, so we fought them. We went to EPA and we did a Title VI and we won. 9 years later, before then, the city of Corpus Christi was trying to get the Harbor Bridge off the bat, but they didn't do it right, so that Texas had to redo it again. And then we had the public hearings, and they had voted 8 years before trying to get the red route into our neighborhood. And so they just justified it by doing the right paperwork and going through the process of public hearings. And so we saw back then that they were bound and determined to put that bridge over into our neighborhood. So again, our Title VI effort was still, and we succeeded in getting a Title VI injunction against the state of Texas about them not putting that Harbor Bridge over in the neighborhood. So they assessed it and provided us with some reliefs. So that's how we got involved into this process. I lived over in the Hillcrest area for 65 years now, all right? From Census Tract 4 and 5, that's the north side, on the north side of Port, east side of Port, to the west side of Port. Those are Census Tracts 4 and 5. And I've lived over there for the past 65 years. That's home, all right? That's all I've known in the city of Corpus Christi, all right, as far as living is concerned. And so, therefore, great neighborhood, great people, great place to be born. Hillcrest, USA, place people to survive, go get educated. Community is in Hillcrest, USA, as I call it, the north side and north side of Corpus Christi. Excellent opportunity. However, what has happened is the Port of Corpus Christi, the city of Corpus Christi, now we have no community, but there's a remnant over there, if you will. There's a remnant over there who still knows what that neighborhood is and can be. And so we believe that given the chance, given the opportunity without being displaced, without being environmentally impacted by the refineries, impacted by the city of Corpus Christi trying to be a proposed desal plant over in that particular area. The city of Corpus Christi is going to be the lesser for it if the proposal comes through, because basically it's going to be the Dead Sea. More salt going to be inside the bay than it is today. So that's what keeping in this fight, because somebody need to warn the people of what's happening to us here, the common man here in Corpus Christi. Those without power are being abused. Those individuals and they perceive us without power because they want people, the power to be, wanting profit over people, meaning the refineries, the Port of Corpus Christi, the City of Corpus Christi, those entities, those governmental entities are just taking advantage of the poor and blighted neighborhoods by thinking that they can do better and not letting people participate in their own direction, not giving them the wherewithal. So we, as a people, we have to take back that power from those entities, i.e. Organize. We have to organize and inform our community and the community at large of what really is happening. This is age old, from the Syrian army taking and the Babylonian area. They had prophets back then telling the kings, hey, you cannot oppress the people like this. And they kept on abusing people's rights, and guess what happened to them? They all got taken down. The same thing's gonna happen to the city of Corpus Christi, the Port of Corpus Christi. They all gonna be brought low because the people are going to see through the evil acts that they're doing. I envision basically coming back to the area, and I can see businesses coming in, business development happening in that particular area, new housing coming into that particular area, from high rises to communities within a community in that particular area. That's what I see.